Hey, this is Dave from Audience and Influence, and in this video, I'm going to show you how to grow your Facebook group organically. That means getting new members into your group for free. Now, there's a strategy that I'm going to be showing you today that is relatively new. This is something that most people aren't doing. There are also some strategies that people used in the past to grow their groups organically that kind of worked back then, but definitely do not work anymore. They're crashing and burning, and I want to make sure that you're not doing one of those strategies. So in this video, you're going to learn the strategy that's working today, and we're going to look at a couple strategies that no longer work that you need to remove from your Facebook marketing. Let's dive in. Facebook has been very blatant that it wants every business owner that's using Facebook to attract new leads and clients to have their own Facebook group. Facebook's made it very plain. If you're not using a Facebook group to grow your business, you are missing out. But maybe you've started your own Facebook group, or maybe you're thinking about starting a Facebook group and you're wondering, how am I actually going to get members into that group? Because it's pretty easy to start a group and to invite some of your friends and family. Maybe you get 20 or 50 or 100 people in, but then what? Where are your new members going to come from? In the past, one way to grow the membership of your Facebook groups has been through Facebook ads. And this is something that I've done a ton of in the past. And when that strategy first started becoming popularized, when we were doing it a couple of years ago, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 years ago, it was easy to do. You put up an ad saying why your Facebook group was so good. You'd target the type of people you want to join your Facebook group, and then you'd publish it. And Facebook would go out and find those people. They'd see your ad, they'd click on the link, they'd come and join your group. It used to work really well. But then there was a change, and that change was an influx of groups and an influx of group owners running ads like this. And the cost for getting new group members went from below $1. We used to be able to get new leads into our group for under $1 to $2 to $3 to $4 to $5. When we stopped running those ads, we were doing between $5 to $10 per new group member. And you can just think about how that's pretty cost prohibitive for most Facebook group members. So there needs to be another way. There needs to be a way to do this organically. There needs to be a way to get new members into your group without paying for them. Now I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to go over to my Facebook profile here, and I'm going to show you an example of some of the outdated strategies that too many business owners are still using. And I just don't want you doing this, because this is really going to burn your bridges with your potential clients. It's really going to hamper your ability to grow your group with the type of people you want to get into your group. So I'm going to show you an example. I'm going to go over to Messenger here, and I'm going to show you this message I got from Gladys. And you can see, I'll scroll up here and you can see this is the very first message. So Gladys and I, we've never engaged before. And the fact that I see this message from Facebook here, you can see how it says, I don't want to hear from Gladys. This tells me that we're not even friends. So Gladys sent this message to me even though we're not friends. And this, admittedly, kind of cold DMs like this, cold outreach, it was a strategy that kind of worked well. For me, it never felt good just sending, kind of spammy messages to people. I realized that this did get some traction maybe a year or so ago, but far too many people have done it. Let me read you this message. Gladys says, "Hi Dave, I see that you're a coach and I love that you help the target audience." So right off the bat, this message doesn't even really make sense. First off, I'm not a coach. And second off, I don't know what this means, help the target audience. My name is Gladys from Creative Digital Systems, and we help coaches like yourself evaluate their online presence to attract more of their ideal clients. Would you be interested in joining a free Facebook group of fellow coaches and speakers? And so the mistake, a couple of mistakes Gladys is making here, but number one is just sending spammy cold outreach to someone who I don't even know who she is. Secondly, she's kind of miseducated herself on who I am. I'm not a business coach anymore, and so for her to assume that I'm a coach is a mistake and kind of turns me off. It makes me realize that this isn't a personal message at all. But third, the big mistake, the strategy that many people used to use to fill their Facebook groups was this immediately leading with the invitation to come join the group. So at this point, I don't really know who Gladys is. She's definitely not added any value to my life. So why would I want to go and join her group? Instead of me joining her group, this actually paints Gladys in a bad light. It makes me think she's a spammer. Maybe she's even trying to scam me for something. I don't know, but I'm definitely not going to say, yes, let me join your group. This is one mistake. So the mistake is leading with an invitation to join a Facebook group. Let me show you another example here. This one is from Pedro. So Pedro and I, if you scroll up here, you can see that we actually have been in conversation a little bit. But here's the mistake that Pedro made. Let me go to this message right here. He says, "Hey Dave, hope you're doing well. I've been posting a lot about my journey to 5-figure days as a coach in my group, including some tips and pitfalls that I've had to avoid, and thought you might want to check it out." And then drops the link to his Facebook group. Now, the mistake here wasn't that he started out, he didn't lead with this. He and I did have some conversation, which is a good thing. So it wasn't like as forward as Gladys. The problem here is that this is completely unsolicited. I never indicated to Pedro that I wanted to join a group. I never indicated that I'm trying to grow my business to 5-figure days. I never indicated that I was looking for tips. None of this is anything that I've asked for. And so when this gets pushed on me, I feel like I'm being sold. And maybe you're doing this as well. Again, this is a strategy that was commonly used before, is get people into conversation, then drop your link and say, join my group. When someone didn't ask for that, the chance of them joining is low. The chance of you sort of putting them off or turning them off is much higher. So you see that we don't want to use these strategies. These are not working very well at all anymore. You might ask, well, what is the strategy? What is the strategy? Let me show you an example. So I'm again over on my profile here, and I'm just going to scroll down. I'm going to take a look at an example post that draws people over into our Facebook group. And I'm going to show you another example in a second so you can see two variations of this. But there's a formula here. There's a structure for using posts like this that gets people excited to join your group. And the formula goes like this. It says, if I, would you? If I, would you? Let me show you how this works. So in this case, this post says, we did it. Lucy and I just uncovered a hidden source for free leads on Facebook. Guaranteed you're not using this. Interested? Let's go to the formula. If I, in this case, it's if I shared with you how we're getting free leads on Facebook, would you be interested? And so I'm simply asking people to buy in to the value that I'm offering. And then you can see the result here. The result is 241 likes, 792 comments, tons of engagement. If I, would you? Now, you might wonder, well, how does this actually get people over into your group? Everyone who says to the if I, would you, everyone who says, would I? Yeah, hey, they're raising their hand saying, yes, I would love this thing that you're offering. Those people get an invitation to come join the group because they asked for it. It's not unsolicited. This isn't a cold DM. Let me show you an example here. So Lisa, she's one of the people who responded to this if I, would you message here. And she said, yes, I would like this. And you can see the message that she got from me. It says, hi, Lisa, I saw your comment about our new Facebook discovery. We found a really cool source for free leads. You're going to love it. Looks like there's lots of interest. We're going to be going live to share this. Here's the date. Here's the link. Notice this is the link to join our Facebook group. This is the important part. Watch Lisa's response. And this is a very common response we get when we use this strategy. She says, awesome. Thank you so much, and gives a smiley face. Now, contrast that with the type of lead that I might get if I was going out and using Gladys's strategy, just starting cold DMs and saying, would you like to join my group? Or using Pedro's strategy of unsolicited said, join my group, here's the link. No, instead, Gladys, she's thankful. Already we're building up some reciprocity. We're building up rapport. She feels like she's getting something because she asked for it. And then we gave her an opportunity to get it by joining our group. This is one example, and this is a short form copy. So you can see that I just used a colored background here, wrote a little bit of copy here. If I, would you? Let me show you a long form copy version of this same principle. Here's another one that says, in 2022, there is no better way to grow your business online. And in here it goes and talks about why Facebook groups are so amazing for growing a community of targeted prospects and people who become paying clients. So it talks about the benefits of using your Facebook group. And then it says down here, you'll notice that if I, would you, in this case, I just reversed the order, but it's the same strategy. Drop the link to your group in the comments so that we can see what you've got so far. And it's okay if your group is brand new. So that's the would you, but what's the if I? Here's the if I. We'll send over the playbook Chase has been following so that your group can take off like hers did. So using the formula and putting it in the right order, it's if I send you a playbook that allowed Chase, and Chase is described here in the copy of this post, and you can see this image here. This is Chase's group since she started using our strategy. You can see the membership of her group absolutely took off. So the if I gave you the strategy that we gave to Chase and that she's following to get results like this, if I give you this, would you drop the link to your group in the comments? And what happened? 57 likes, 93 comments, a whole bunch of people dropping links to their groups. Now the same follow-up happens. Everyone who drops the link to their group gets a follow-up conversation. They come over and join our group where they get value specifically related to their group, specifically related to the strategy that we talked about in this post. If I, would you? So you can see how powerful this is. The result of this is you're gonna get a lot of people joining your group. These people are going to be enthusiastic about joining their group because they requested something that you have inside your group. And third, those people, when they get into your group, they're going to be much more engaged because they're actively looking for something. They're coming into your group knowing specifically what they're going to get. They know what they're looking for. Now, I want to be fully transparent. You might look at this and you might say, well, you got all these comments here, or this post in particular, this post had almost 800 comments. Looks like a lot of work to go through that and prospect those people and move them over into your group. Again, full transparency, we use a tool that does all of this for us. So all of this is automated. The if I, would you type posts that are moving people every single day over into our group, it's all automated. We use a tool called Unipro. And if you go over to unipro.com, you can see how this tool works, how it'll automate your Facebook, how it'll fill up your group for you, and how it really takes over all of your Facebook marketing. This has been a game changer for our group, and I know it will be for you as well. It's really going to help explode your group. Now, this is the strategy that I have for you today, the if I, would you. If you have any questions about this, just leave them in the comments below. I'm happy to help out. If this was valuable to you, if you could see yourself using this strategy, the if I, would you, give this a like. Let me know that it was helpful. And again, if you haven't checked out Unipro, you got to do it. Go over to unipro.com. If you're growing your business through Facebook, this is a must-have. So that's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.